our government and our nation hit that extra gear needed to secure our nation's future for those better days, to make things truly better, to step beyond where we are today and put this pandemic behind us. Only the Liberals and Nationals will be able to do this.
One of the highest COVID transmission rates. We're approaching 6,000 deaths so far this year. Was a decision taken that this is an acceptable number? And if not, what are you doing to stop 50 deaths from COVID a day in Australia?
As the number of case numbers has risen, and that's what was always going to happen as part of the national plan that we put together with the states and territories, the case numbers would rise. And there were some 53,000 case numbers yesterday. And what you see when you have case numbers at that level is that people, when they pass away from many other causes, they will die with COVID, and their deaths are recorded as COVID deaths. But that doesn't necessarily mean, as the premiers themselves have set out, that they passed away because of COVID. The advice we have is consistent with the approach that we've continued to take, and there hasn't been a change to that. And Australia has been one of the standout performers in managing COVID anywhere in the world. And I'd add this about COVID. We're living with COVID. I'll tell you what we're not going back to. We're not going back to those daily press conferences of people talking about COVID every day and putting the threat of shutdowns and lockdowns and interfering in people's lives again. I'll tell you, that's not what I'm going to do if I'm re-elected on Saturday.
What would an Albanese Labor government do to curb the death rate from COVID by way of a national strategy that Scott Morrison once prided himself on delivering?
Thanks, Catherine. We do need to step up the national strategy. We need to look at not just the number of deaths, but also the number of people who are in hospital, but the number of infections which are there as well. Because of the people going out and getting vaccinated, the impact on many people is less than it would have been if people were unvaccinated. But it's still a major issue. We need to continue to be vigilant and recognise that this pandemic is still having a real human impact.